Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up, who are teachers and are happy that it is Friday and it's almost time for your weekend because these kids have been driving you bonkers all week. Anyway, this video is to celebrate those who have iPhones on the latest firmware, well not the latest firmware, but up to 13.3. So if you have iOS 13 up to 13.3, this is an exciting time because with the new unc0ver jailbreak, you can now jailbreak your phone. You can jailbreak an iPhone 11 Pro Max if you want to, which is totally amazing. I actually bought one to jailbroke it, but I could not swallow spending $1,200 for a phone, so I returned that bad boy a couple of days ago and ended up getting myself an iPhone 6S. And with my iPhone 6S, excuse the scream stuff, because like I said, it's Friday, these kids are going nuts. I have a jailbroken phone. This is exciting, and I'm going to show you basically how I've done it, and of course it's based on videos that I found on YouTube in order to do so. So without further ado, let me show you how to jailbreak your phone. I mean, even though mine's already jailbroken, I'm just going to basically go through the steps, and you go through the steps yourself and you can do the same thing. Okay, that's a lot better. I had to close my door. First things first, you need yourself a PC because you need to download a couple of things onto your PC in order to get this jailbreak to work. So what you're going to need is the alt store. So you have to go to this website. I'll include it in the comment section below. You have to go onto here, download it for your platform of computer that you have, either Mac or Windows. I have Windows, so I've downloaded it already. It'll come into a zip file. You open it up, you press setup, and then you install alt store. You'll know if you've installed it correctly if you see this right here in your lineup for your programs. If you see unc0ver, then that means you have installed it correctly. You also need to download iCloud onto your computer. So if you don't have this for your computer already, make sure you do so, and then you follow the instructions, put in your credentials, your pretty much your Apple ID, email, password, and then you cancel, not really cancel all of that, but you can cancel all of it actually. Just make sure that it's installed on your computer. You don't need to have it on. Just make sure that it's installed. So, like I said, you gotta have the alt store, which is the unc0ver that you just saw, and make sure that iCloud is installed onto your computer. Once you have those two things, you're pretty much ready to jailbreak. Oh, I forgot to mention, when you do install alt store onto your computer, it's also going to ask you for your Apple ID to set it all up. So make sure you put in your Apple ID, email address, and password to get alt store to install onto your computer. After you've done all that, then you can get your trusted device and connect it to your computer. So you do that. Make sure that you get the nice trusty sound and make sure that it connects. If you're connecting for the first time, make sure that you trust the computer that you're connecting to, and make sure that you press continue on your computer in order to have your phone connected. Oh, and by the way, also, in order for your phone to be connected to your computer, Apple phone, you of course need to have the latest iTunes installed. So make sure that you have iTunes installed, have that all set up so that you can have your phone connected to your PC. When your phone is connected, then go down to your bottom tray, click on this little arrow, and you're going to see this little diamond right here. This little diamond is the alt store that is installed on your PC. Click on here once, you're going to see this little menu pop up. The second choice from the top, it says install alt store. And then when you highlight the arrow over it, a little window will pop up next to it that will indicate your phone's name that you have connected to your computer. When you press on this, it will install alt store on your computer. Now what's going to happen is that It's probably going to ask for your credentials. Let me double check and make sure. Yep, it does ask for your password and everything. I've already put it on mine. And so when you put this on here, it's going to install unc0ver onto your phone. So once you do all that and it goes through its rigmarole, you will see this symbol on your phone. There it is right there. I already have unc0ver installed on my phone. Now, when you initially install it, you're going to get a message when you tap on the icon saying that it is an untrusted app. What you're going to have to do is go into settings. In order for you to open it, go into settings, go to general, scroll down to device management, and you will see your Apple ID email right here. You tap on there. There's my Apple ID. I ain't going to show you too much more. Well, actually, you can't get into it until you know the password. And then you're going to see unc0ver right here. It's going to ask you to verify the app if you have not already done so. And when you verify the app, it's going to, let's see. Yeah, it's going to ask you a couple things. Just make sure you click OK, yes, or whatever to verify it. And then once you verify it, it'll show up verified. Once it's verified, you can then open the application. When you open the application, that is cool. That's one of the main steps you definitely need to jailbreak your phone. Then you need to do this next. I'll show you. After you get everything installed on unc0ver installed on your phone, you now need to go to the unc0ver website, and I will include the link in the description, the comment section below. You will need to go to this on Safari, and when you go to this, you want to tap on where it says download 4.2.1. When you tap on here, it will download to your phone. Let me tap on here just to show you how it works. It'll ask you if you want to download. You press download. The little arrow on the top right corner will have a little bar on the bottom show you the progress of the download. And then when you do that, wait for it to download. Bam. Now it's downloaded. You press on the download arrow and you will see the app or the IPA installed on your phone. You tap on here and then you'll see this right here. You see this little screen. Blah, 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 blah. What you want to do is tap on this box with the arrow in the upper right hand corner. It'll ask you where you want it to install. You want to tap on copy to unc0ver. When you copy to unc0ver, it will open up the unc0ver app, and then it will ask you for your Apple ID credentials again. So when you put in your credentials, you'll see it right here. Let me cover this up. You see it right there, name, email, and type. The type that you're going to have is a free developer account. So you'll see your credentials there after you enter them in. And then once you enter them in, you can then, or the app, the unc0ver app will then install onto the unc0ver, where it will pop up right here. And when it does pop up, you'll see 7 days after it, because this is a free developer account. You can use the app for 7 days. Now, if it gets down to 1 day, just press on refresh all, and then it will give you a fresh 7 days to use it again, so that you don't ever have to worry about this jailbroken being taken away or not working. So make sure you refresh every 6 days, 5 days if you want to make sure that you can continue to use your jailbreak at any given time. So once you have unc0ver on here, you will then open up unc0ver, which is this app right here, and then you'll get the screen. What you want to do is tap on jailbreak. It says re-jailbreak for me because I've already jailbroken this phone. You tap on jailbreak. It may go through all 29 steps here to jailbreak. If it doesn't, if it crashes, just start it all over again until it jailbreaks, until you get through all 29 steps. You'll see a whole lot of white lines pop up, yada, yada, yada. That it looks like it's breaking, but that's just an indication that it's working. Once you go through all 29 steps, you get this big old giant pop-up message that'll tell you this jailbroken. Just tap on OK on the left side. Your phone will restart, and then when it restarts and you go to your home screen, you will see the Cydia app on here. which is awesome, which shows you that you can jailbreak. And the devices that you can use to jailbreak, as I already told you, you can jailbreak the newest iPhones. So that'll be the iPhones with the A13 chip. Not only can you do this on iPhones, anything that has an A13 chip, you can jailbreak. So in other words, you can jailbreak an iPhone 11, an iPhone 11 Pro, an iPhone 11 Pro Max, an iPhone XS, an iPhone XS Max, an iPhone XR, even an iPhone 10. You can even go down too, because the newest update to unc0ver allows you to also jailbreak iPhone or Apple devices that have A9 through A11 chips, which also means you could also jailbreak an iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 8, iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 7, iPhone 6 Plus, or 6S Plus, iPhone 6S, iPhone SE, which is the best phone in my opinion, even iPads, an iPad Pro 3, iPad Air 3, iPad Air 2, iPad Mini 5, yes, I'm reading this from a list, iPad 7, iPad 6, iPad 5, even an iPod Touch 7. Any of those devices that has iOS 13 through 13.3, you can jailbreak. Which means that the video that I made to try to find a good phone that you can jailbreak on eBay, that is now obsolete. You can basically buy any phone up to iOS 13.3 and jailbreak that sucker. And when you jailbreak, the jailbreak for this is a lot different than the jailbreak for the phone that I've shown you in a previous video. This phone right here, the Diamond of the Rough that I found on eBay a month and a half ago or something like that. This is an untethered jailbroken phone running iOS 9.1. The jailbreak on here can never leave. I don't have to do any of these steps. This jailbreak, I can turn the phone completely off, turn it back on. The jailbreak is still on. This phone is the greatest. However, I can't put a lot of apps that are in the App Store right now on here because they force you to upgrade and update, and I don't want to do that for this phone. Now, I almost tried to use this as my daily driver. However, eBay requires you to have iOS 11. So I'm always on eBay, and because, I mean, you can use a web app on here, but that's just too much. I'd rather just use the app. So using this as my daily driver is not going to happen. Even though I was this close to getting it to happen, I decided to get myself a cheap iPhone 6S. I got this on eBay. Didn't know what the firmware was. I just, took a potluck guess. Actually, no, I did know it. It was 13.2.2. The person put a picture on it on the listing. So I got this bad boy for $115, 128 gigabytes of delicious space on this bad boy. So I can put on a lot of cool apps. And like I said, and I'm going to be using this as my daily driver. So the one thing about this though, when it comes to downloading unsigned apps, there's a number of ways you can do so, and there's lots of ways on YouTube that you can find out. One person that I have looked at on YouTube to get reliable information on downloading stuff for your phone is Dino Zambaz. So if you go onto YouTube, you type this in right here, I'll show you, give my man some props, you know what I'm saying? Dino, there it is right there, Dino Zambaz 2. You type this bad boy in and you get to my man's page. He's one of the most reliable people on YouTube to give you information to get your phone to work. Now, like I said, not all information is always correct from anybody on YouTube, but he's very reliable. He does not steer you in the wrong direction. As you can see, 541,000 subscribers plus. You can't go wrong with him. I've been using him for a very long time, and he inspired me to make my own channel, so that's why I'm doing mine. And like I said, I always got to give shout outs to the people that have helped me, because I do not take credit unless I know that I've done things myself. I always got to give credit to the people that have helped me to get to where I am. So check out his channel. You can't go wrong. However, I will tell you one thing that he doesn't talk about that I use for myself. Now, when it comes to side loading apps onto my iPhone, I use this one application called iFunbox. Now, with iFunbox, with your phone connected, you can side load apps onto your phone, which is kind of cool. So I got all these apps right here. I even have MAME 64. That's right, I got arcade games on my phone. And I can't show you everything that I've done, but I can say that you can, and you can't install every single app, because I have a collection of apps that I've collected over the years that I've been using on my phones, and most of the apps that I have collected, I can install on this particular phone, this particular jailbreak, because it's an older phone and older jailbreak. But with newer jailbreaks, Apple has found ways where you can't install certain apps side-loaded onto your phone, and you can't even downgrade. There is a way to do that on here, but in most cases, you can't downgrade to an app to work on your phone. You got to download the latest and greatest update for your phone. And like I said, with certain apps, they will not work when you sideload them through this third-party company, iFunbox. So, for example, my Angry Birds apps, I cannot install them this way. I gotta install or get it through the App Store, but I don't want the one that's in the App Store. I want the one that I have because it's tweaked and I can do some stuff with it that you normally can't do. So like I said, certain apps work on here. You just have to try them all out. And so in order for you to sideload an app, you will go up to this option here where it says install app. You tap on here, you look for the app that you downloaded from iOS Ninja or wherever. You double click on the app, and then it will install. Either it will install onto your phone, or it will give you a message saying there's an error. Like I said, you don't know which ones will or will not work, and I certainly don't have time to make a list up, but I can show you the ones that are on my phone that have installed. So, for example, I have Facebook Plus Plus. With Facebook Plus Plus, I don't get any ads on Facebook. So that right there, definitely install. Not everyone will install. You have to just try out everyone that you find on the internet and get it to work. What else? I got MovieBox. I know you're saying, hey, MovieBox doesn't work anymore. Guess what? I found one. Am I going to show you where it is? Of course not. It took me forever and a day to find that bad boy. And so because you see that it's on my phone, is it going to work? Just need to show you proof that it does. As you can see, it didn't stop, it didn't shut off, anything like that. I get an ad every now and then, but I don't care about ads. All I care about is making sure that it works. And because you see the screen right here, if I press close, you'll see all the cool TV shows and movies that you can watch, and it does work. So because it works, I'm happy with that. Like I said, Apple is really doing their best to stop you from doing so. These emulators, the Sega Genesis emulator and Game Boy Advance emulators, the app does install on your phone. It does open up. However, you cannot side load games. You cannot put games onto your phone through iFunbox right now because Apple has stopped that. But I am going to find a way to do so. So once I do it, I'll show you that it works, and that'll be proof of concept. Pinball Arcade does side load. All these other apps I have in here does side load. Some of these I got from the Play Store, such as the Angry Birds, things like that. But like I said, some apps do side load through iFunbox. You just have to try them out and hope for the best. For the most part, most of the apps that I've downloaded does not side load through iFunbox, which is unfortunate. However, they do work on this phone right here because it's an older jailbreak. This is an untethered jailbreak, and so when it comes to installing pretty much anything in my phone, well, up to the iOS that supports this phone, you can download those particular apps. So the Angry Birds and everything, all the ones that I've saved over the years, I can sideload them to this phone and use the tweaks to my heart's desire. So that's pretty much it for the jailbreak. I gotta hurry up because my next class is gonna be coming in about 6 minutes, and I need to get everything ready. I just wanted to make this video just to let you know that I am still alive. The kids did not eat me yet. So I just wanted to get that out and continue to show that I am here for the people, to show you that what I do to help out people. I'm not doing this for no monetary compensation, but it is going to be nice one day where I can get some devices to test out and continue to show on my channel to get more support from you all. So thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the support. And I will continue to make quality videos to help you out with the devices that you have. Because again, I'm a teacher. My job is to help people as much as possible. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please tell your friends about my channel. Leave comments in the comment section if you have any questions if you have any, and I'll try to help you out the best way that I can. And I hope to see you in my next video.